Right now, somewhere in your pocket, your phone is buzzing. You haven't even looked yet, but your hand is already moving toward it. You tell yourself it's just a habit, a bad one maybe, something to fix with willpower. But the real answer is far stranger. Your hand isn't responding to a notification. It's responding to a hunting instinct that is millions of years old. Picture a small group of early humans moving through tall grass on the African savanna. They are not looking for food in a straight line. They are searching in bursts. A patch of bushes here, a cluster of trees there. Sometimes the search pays off with fruit or roots, sometimes it pays off with nothing at all. This pattern has a name. Researchers call it a levee walk. It shows up in how animals forage for unpredictable food. And in 2008, biologist David Sims found something remarkable. He found this same search pattern in the swimming paths of sharks, in the flight paths of birds, and in the movement of human hunter-gatherers tracking prey across open land. Short bursts, sudden pauses, then bursts again. A rhythm built entirely around uncertainty. Notice that word, uncertainty. Your ancestors did not survive by knowing where food was. They survived by tolerating not knowing and checking anyway. That tolerance became a drive. The drive became a reward system, and the reward system did not go away when farming replaced foraging or when cities replaced grasslands. It just found a new field to search. Now look at your phone. Every time you unlock it, you are foraging, not for berries, for information, a message, a like, a headline, something new in the patch of grass. And here's the part that should unsettle you a little. You don't get a reward every time you check. Sometimes there's nothing. An empty inbox, a blank lock screen. No one liked the photo. That should make you check less. Instead, it makes you check more. Why? In the 1950s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner ran a series of experiments with pigeons in a box. He gave them a lever to press for food. When the lever delivered food every single time, the pigeons pressed it occasionally, calmly, almost lazily. But when Skinner changed the rule, when the lever paid out food on no fixed schedule at all, sometimes after one press, sometimes after 20, the pigeons became obsessed. They pressed the lever far more often, far more urgently than when the reward was guaranteed. He called this variable ratio reinforcement. It remains one of the most powerful behavioral patterns ever documented. Gambling machines are built on it. So is the slot machine pull of your notification screen. Your phone doesn't reward you every time. It rewards you sometimes, and sometimes is enough to keep a brain checking forever. But there's a deeper layer underneath the behavior. It isn't only about the reward itself. It's about what happens in your brain before the reward even arrives. In the 1990s, neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz was recording the brain activity of monkeys as they learned to expect a reward after a specific cue, like a light or a sound. What he found surprised the entire field of neuroscience. Dopamine, the chemical everyone assumed was released when the reward arrived, was actually firing more strongly during the anticipation of the reward, the moment of not knowing yet. The wanting, it turns out, often feels stronger in your brain than the having. This is the mechanism hiding behind your hand reaching for your phone. It is not the message that pulls you. It is the half second before you know what's there. Open it. Closed loop, resolved. Don't open it, open loop. Still pulling. Your nervous system was never built to tolerate an open loop for long. In the ancestral environment, an open loop meant a predator might be near, or food might be close, or a rival group might be approaching. Open loops were dangerous to ignore, so your brain evolved to chase resolution, fast. Modern technology did not invent this hunger. It simply learned how to manufacture open loops at industrial scale every few seconds, all day long. Think about how a message preview cuts off mid-sentence. Think about how a social app shows you a number without showing you the content behind it. Think about the small red dot. None of these are accidents. They are precision-built open loops, designed by people who understand exactly what Schultz found in those monkeys decades ago. You are not weak for responding to this. You are functioning exactly the way a hunting, foraging, pattern-seeking brain is supposed to function. The environment changed. Your wiring didn't. Here's a question worth sitting with for a moment. If your ancestors checked 100 patches of grass a day and found food in maybe 10 of them, How many times do you check your phone in a single day, and how often does it actually give you something that matters? Most people, when they actually track it, are stunned by the number, not because they lack discipline, because the system is built to be checked compulsively by design using a reward structure tested and perfected since Skinner's pigeons first pressed that lever. There is a strange comfort in this if you let there be. The urge isn't a personal failure, it's an old circuit doing exactly what it was built to do, just pointed at the wrong target now. Knowing that doesn't make the urge disappear, but it does something else. It gives you a choice point you didn't have before. Because once you know you're foraging, you can ask yourself what you're actually foraging for. Some researchers studying digital behavior, including those building on Skinner's reinforcement work, have found that simply removing the variability, turning off badges, switching screens to grayscale, silencing the buzz, dramatically reduces compulsive checking, not because the willpower changed, because the open loop stopped being manufactured every few seconds. Your ancestors needed a brain that searched constantly because the stakes of missing something were life or death. Your stakes today are rarely that high. A missed notification will not end you, but your nervous system has not gotten that memo and it may never fully get it, because evolution does not move at the speed of technology. So the next time your hand drifts toward your phone before your mind has even caught up, notice it, not with judgment, with recognition. That isn't weakness reaching for the screen. That's 100,000 years of survival instinct still searching the tall grass, still hoping that this patch, this one, finally has something in it. And somewhere in your pocket, your phone is buzzing again. This time, you already know exactly why your hand is moving toward it.